class, and I was just frozen. I had tried to interject at the beginning to explain how when I asked her earlier in the year what our focus could be, she said it could be about anything. And then she went off on me after I said that about how that isn't what she meant. She yelled at me in front of her whole class for about 10 minutes, and I just stood there staring at her. And I'm telling you, she was like yelling at me. I didn't know what to say or do, and I was just numb by the end of it. I had worked so hard and did so much research to just be completely torn apart. And even if this wasn't what she wanted me to do, I don't understand why she had to go about saying it to me that way. I felt stupid and I didn't understand what I had done wrong, so I just started crying. I had tried so hard not to because I didn't want her to know at first how much what she said affected me, but I just cried staring at the floor as she finished. I was told that I had a week to come up with a better concentration for the AP class and new work, or she would be forced to fail me for that 9 weeks. The entire classroom of students was completely silent. I said okay, and I walked as quickly as I could out of her classroom, just sobbing. Once I got out of the room, I ran to the bathroom, and I don't know how long I was in there, but I just cried and cried. I had never felt so defeated as an artist and so humiliated as a person. I went home and I told my mom that night, and she was really upset, but I told her that I didn't want her to make a big deal about it because I had to spend the rest of the school year with her, and I didn't want there to be any more problems. But the next time I was supposed to go to her class, I remember I was in sculpture class and the bell rang and my feet would not move. I could not go in there, not after how much she humiliated me. So I did what a dumb young person would do, and I hid in the bathroom and texted my mom. In hindsight, this was probably not the best move because after I had just got done telling her that I didn't want her calling the school, when she heard that her daughter was hiding in the bathroom and about to skip class because of how upset she was, you can imagine what my mom did. It ended up becoming a whole ordeal. My mom called the school. I had to go sit in the principal's office and explain everything that went down. I spent that entire hour and a half that I would have been in her class sitting in the office while my mom spoke with the principal over the phone. Then my principal went and spoke to my teacher, and I just wanted to hide in a hole in the ground and live there forever. But eventually the verdict came back. The principal said I couldn't just avoid class, fair enough, but I didn't know what to do. He agreed that she shouldn't have said those things and stated that my teacher would apologize to me because she never should have spoken to me like that. I was dreading going back to her class the next time. Every time I thought about it, my heart pounded in my chest, but eventually the day and time came. I walked into her class to find that all the stools were set up, and so we were all sitting facing her desk. We came in, and my teacher didn't even look at me, and I thought we were going to have some kind of lesson, and then maybe she would talk to me later. Nope. My teacher spent almost an hour of our hour and a half class talking about how she understands that some people are sensitive, but that she's a passionate person, and sometimes she says things when she's in a bad mood, but that we need to understand where she's coming from and not take things personally. She didn't pull me aside after this lecture or apologize to me or anything. I was just stunned that she would do this in front of everyone. But I guess after she humiliated me in front of one of her other classes, that why should I be surprised? After her rant, she just let us loose to work on our concentration until class was over. My classmates kind of sheepishly looked at me after she was done and went to work. By that point, everyone knew what had happened and knew that obviously that entire speech was directed at me, and she never even looked at me throughout the entire time she was talking. I was beet red from embarrassment, and I just sat there and took it the entire time. I decided at that point that I wasn't going to go hide this time or tell my mom that I was only making it worse. After class, some of my classmates came to me and sympathized with me, saying things like they couldn't believe that she would do something like that. I told them I was fine with it at this point, that I couldn't take her crap on and that I had stuff I needed to focus on. So I sat down and really tried to understand why I make art. In a way, this situation kind of forced me to focus more than I ever had on why I was making art and what really influences me. I ended up creating a series of drawings based on photographs of my own life, drawing parts of my life that I felt were influential on how I had become me up until that point. And the next time I sat down with my teacher, she praised my work up and down and talked about how I had had the most growth as an artist that year. But much like that day in class where she tore down my contour drawing and then came back later to tell me how good I did, even though I didn't change anything, I did not believe her. How could I at that point? I mean, I never knew if she was genuine anymore, or if she really saw or liked my work at all. At the end of our senior year, we had a gallery show. Every senior must have a piece that goes into the show. I wasn't proud of what I made for that gallery. I felt very lost with my art that year, and I didn't really know who I was. It wasn't until I went to college and started experimenting with color under the direction of an amazing professor of mine who really lifted me up and encouraged me to pursue things I actually enjoyed that color started coming back into my art at all. The year after I graduated, I actually went back to see the senior show with my friends who were a grade below me that were going to graduate. And surprisingly, my art teacher approached me to ask how college was going. And I was like, okay, we're both adults here. Maybe now that I've had some time away from her, I can talk to her like a person, I guess. I decided to show her a painting that had won an award in a gallery show at the university I was at. And she sounded really excited and said, "Wow, you were always really good with color." I smiled at her and said thanks, but by this point, I truly knew that she didn't mean it. I never used color in her class after that painting, so her words were just completely empty to me. This whole situation definitely opened my eyes to how adults could be, and I promised myself that if I ever became a teacher, I would never want to make a student feel like how she made me feel. That if I had a student interested in art, no matter what kind, cartoons, realism, etc., that I would encourage them to be creative no matter what. Though I am no longer a teacher, I hope that I was able to do that in the 4 years that I was. Strangely enough, the art teachers in my county get together every year for an art teacher meeting at the beginning of the semester to talk about the coming year. So for years, I actually got to see my old art teacher as a peer as opposed to an actual teacher, which felt super duper weird. But being an adult now and living in her situation, I could see how the stress of caring and being responsible for students can affect you. Art teachers at the art school I was at had a lot of pressure on them. And we're all humans, and I chose to forgive her, even though this memory impacted me for a long time in my early art career. I know that this is probably one of the most negative videos I've ever made, but I thought that it would be an interesting story to share with you. If you have ever had someone in your life that has made you feel negative towards a subject that is important to you, that makes you question your own pursuit of that subject, take a step back and ask yourself why you do it. Because at the end of the day, you will always be there. But those that might bring negativity in your life will not. You can always choose which path to go down and how to react. I chose to look inside and remind myself why I love art and not to let other people determine what I can and can't make. I know what influences me and motivates me. Now, like I said before, learning the basics, art history, and understanding other types of art is very important as an artist, so don't close yourself off to that if you enjoy drawing cartoons and anime and stuff like that. Those things are very important. And be open to criticism and critique because it will only help you in the long run, even if sometimes it can sting a little bit. But don't let people shame you for what you enjoy drawing. As long as it doesn't hurt anyone and it makes you happy, then go for it. It's your life and your happiness is so important. This is probably one of the longest videos I've ever made, and if you stuck around for the full story, thank you so much. It really means a lot. This was a very personal story for me to share. But what did you guys think of a video like this? Would you want to hear other stories from me in the future? If so, please let me know down below, because I do have a couple other stories I think I could share with you guys. But that's it for me this week. As always, videos like this are possible because of my amazing patrons and people like you who like, comment, and share my videos. Stay safe. Thank you for letting me open up a little bit. I appreciate you all stopping by, and I hope that we can draw together again soon. Bye, guys.
You ready?
Oh, you bet I am. Let's do this.
The best things America makes are the things America makes up here. The history she writes in her clear blue skies, the legends she births on small town fields, and the future she promises. When we made Grand Wagon Navy,
Hello, everyone. My name is Scomicmaker.
No, I'm Scomicmaker.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I'm Scomicmaker.
You fool! You thought you were Scomicmaker, but it was actually me, Scomicmaker!
What the heck is going on?
I don't know, hon. They all came saying they were you, so I let them in.
Why would you do that? Hold up. Why are you wearing that?
Because I am Scomicmaker.
No, there can only be one. Hello, everyone. Oh, shoot, wait. Hello, everyone. My name is Scomicmaker, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to do something that I've been wanting to do forever, and that is the 10 Styles Challenge. I've seen this challenge on YouTube for a long time, and it has always looked super fun, so I wanted to give it a shot. Let's see how it goes. Starting off, we are going with my own personal style. Now, I feel like I don't have an exact set style. The way that I draw my persona is kind of an exaggerated anime chibi, but bigger, with more Western style features. I don't know, it feels kind of hard to explain, but if you've been here long enough, you've heard me talk about my heavy anime influences earlier in my life. Then, as I got older and got more into graphic novels, I feel like I've adopted a lot of styles that are kind of mushed together, if that makes any sense at all. Banana Man, though, hasn't really changed much. I've been drawing him since I was probably in middle school. At times when I did not know what to draw, I would draw him, so I thought it would be interesting to see what I could do with him in different styles too. Number 1 is Pokemon. You guys had to know this was coming. I am a huge Pokemon fan after all. I debated on going off of the style of the anime at first, but in the end, I used a lot of reference of the official art of some of the trainer girls from the first few games. Pokemon characters in this style have really thin lines, sharp eyes, and soft shading. The colors of the characters in general also feel really soft and light, so I'm not sure if I should have lightened the color palette a bit for this one, but I think I got the style down okay. I especially like the look of the little hair flip at the top of my head. For Banana Man, I tried to combine the eyes of Squirtle and the mouth of Bulbasaur. I don't think he looks at all like a Pokemon, but at least the style is recognizable enough. So that's it for this one. On to the next. Next up, having just finished the final season, I have had She-Ra on the brain. So I kind of went off of the look of Adora for this one. The style for these characters had minimal shading, thin lines, and all the characters have this interesting blush shadow thing that goes across their faces. Including that definitely made this one feel more like it was closer to the style of the show. At first I wasn't sure what to do with Banana Man for this one either, but I ended up giving him Swiftwind's eyes. Now he is a mighty and majestic banana. She-Ra is by no means a perfect show, but it was really, really good, especially the last season. I really, really enjoyed it. So if you haven't seen it yet, I think it's still on Netflix. If anything, I really, really like the character designs. The next two were suggestions from some of my patrons, so thank you to the Burning Fist and Jingles Roscoe. The Burning Fist suggested Kirby, and I freaking love Kirby, so I was like, heck yes! So I was like, alright, Kirby, let's go. And then it ended up just being a Kirby with green eyes and hair, which is weird. Because of this, I had a hard time trying to figure out how to incorporate Banana Man into this one. He would be a weird yellow banana Kirby thing. I originally was going to try to draw myself in the style of one of the other characters from the Kirby Right Back At Ya series, but I was having a hard time trying to make it recognizable as a style from the show. And let's be real, I just wanted to draw myself as Kirby at the end. So that's it for this one. I'm a little pollo. The next suggestion was for me to draw in the style of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Surprisingly, I have never actually watched JoJo. In the sea of JoJo memes, I have not let it cross my path yet. So I definitely need to get on that. But Jingle suggested that I look at the character Jolene Cujo for reference, so that is exactly what I did. I looked mostly at the manga art for reference because I wanted to capture some of the sketchy lines in the characters. I also wanted to draw Banana Man's face as Jotaro and give him his hat. I feel like that combination made the style pretty recognizable. Dat and those dazzling eyelashes. She got eyelashes for days. I was actually pretty intimidated by this style at first, but I think it came out okay and it was actually a lot of fun to draw. This next one is a weird one. I've talked about Pop Team Epic before on this channel forever ago, but I knew when I started this that I wanted to add the style in. Puffco and PP are just so funny looking, so to draw myself and Banana Man as a pair in this style just felt right. I kept Banana Man in the uniform they wear, but matched the colors to the color scheme that I usually use, but drew myself in the outfit my character is usually in. This show is so bizarre, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest you look up some clips. It is one of the most random shows you will ever watch in your life. Particularly, my favorite scene is the Hell-Shake Yano scene, and you're welcome if you look that up.
Andy, you see my ball?
It's one of those t-shirts.
Nice. So what do you think?
I'd go with the 9-iron and try to lay it up by the Yetis.
I like those.
Hey Charles, how's it going out there?
Good. Almost done with my list for Father's Day. He's gonna like those.
Safely shop floor and decor your way. Comfortably explore our incredible selection with safe in-store guidance, or order online and pick up your products curbside. Come discover the perfect floor at the perfect price, however is perfect for you. Explore floor and decor in-store or online.
For the second row, I started off with a Netflix series I really enjoyed. Come to think of it, I think I included 3 Netflix shows on here. But if you haven't watched Kipo and the Age of Wonder Beast, it is so good. The style of the eyes in the show was something that didn't originally make me jump in to watch it, but eventually I did, and I'm so glad. It's a really fun show, and I binged it all in one go. I based myself off of the main character Kipo, and turned Banana Man into something similar to the monster pig Mandu, hence why he has multiple eyes. I don't know if I exactly nailed the look of it, but I think it's similar enough to pass for the show. If I were to do this over again, I would probably change a couple things. But yeah, go watch Kipo. There's like lumberjack cats and stuff in that show. It's a trip. Oh, Hilda. What's not to love about the show? This one is, once again, also on Netflix and is just a good time. I really enjoyed the series a lot. The head shape of Hilda is already similar to how I draw my characters already, so I worried that it wouldn't read that well, but between the style of the eyes and nose, as well as how curved the hair is, I think it looks similar enough. In the series, there are these tiny elves, and Hilda meets one named Alfer. He's probably one of my favorite characters, so I decided to give Banana Man his hat. Other than that, this one is pretty simple. It's a super cute show, and actually a comic too, that you should definitely check out. I wanted to try and pick styles that I hadn't seen as much in other style challenge videos, but you know your girl had to get in some Steven Universe somehow. I loved Adventure Time as well, but so many people did that style in these videos that I ended up leaving it off this list. But Steven is still fresh in my mind, and I really wanted to include it. I kind of took a mishmash of a couple different characters for this one. I went with Connie's nose for my nose, and then Steven's face shape and eyebrows, and for Banana Man, I went off of Pumpkin's face design because I thought it would make the most sense. Steven Universe and Adventure Time are shows that really got me back into Western style cartoons, and I absolutely love them, so I'm glad I got to at least have one of them on this list. Bob's Burgers. What can I say about the show? It's so bizarre and the style is super recognizable. It's awkward and weird and also just really great. Such a funny series that I thought would be a really fun style to try and replicate. I based most of the body and face off of the mom Linda, who I absolutely adore. I could never capture her grace and poise, but I think I got the style down okay. I was debating between the style of Bob's Burgers and Rick and Morty for this one, but I've never drawn in this style before, so I chose this one instead. After working on this, it definitely made me want to try to make fan art for Bob's Burgers at some point. I wouldn't say that Bob's Burgers is for everyone, but if you like awkward comedies and very interesting family dynamics, then I definitely think that you should watch this one. Lastly, we have the Disney style. I, for some reason, really struggled with this one. I love Disney, but I've always had a hard time drawing in the Disney style, for as long as I can remember. There's just something about the shape and weight of the eyes and the mouth that I just can't seem to replicate and make it look good. So I redrew this one so many times that I even thought about just throwing it out and thinking of a different style to draw on, but I was like, I didn't want to give up, so I just kept going. I'm still not entirely happy with it, but I feel like it is at least closer than the other attempts I tried to make. The coloring was actually the easiest part because I mainly just airbrush shadows. But dang Disney, why them lips and eyes gotta be so hard? I just feel like it was so easy to mess those up. I looked at a lot of Glenn Keane's work. If you don't know who he is a Disney legend and has some of the most iconic Disney art that you will ever see, from The Little Mermaid, Tarzan, Rapunzel, etc. But this made me realize that I need to start practicing other styles more. So there you have it, everyone. The 10 Styles Challenge completed. While this took me a long time to work on, I really enjoyed it and would totally do something like this again. If you'd like to see me try other styles in the future, leave a comment down below letting me know which one and your suggestion may be used in a future video.
Well, this just goes to show you that I look good no matter what style I'm in. When you're this handsome, it's easy to blend in anywhere.
I don't know if that's exactly the point, Banana Man, but sure, you're a cute little guy.
What? I've never been so insulted. I'll just have to go off to one of those shows where my beauty will be more appreciated. Then you'll see.
Good luck with that, Banana Man. Well, that's it for me this week, guys. As always, thank you so much to my amazing patrons and people like you who like, comment on, and share my videos. I appreciate you all stopping by, and I hope that we can draw together again soon. Bye, guys.
Hey babe, you left the door open. What the? Oh my! Oh, it's everywhere. There's bodies everywhere. What the heck happened?
There can only be one, Tony. There can only be one.
Whether you own a house, a condo, a townhome, you name it, you can get it rented on apartments.com.
Hey Amanda, did you get a chance to... Amanda? Where are you?
I'm right here, Tony.
Oh good, I was just... What the?
What's wrong, honey?
You're not the wife. Where's Amanda?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am Amanda.
Oh boy, DeviantArt. It's been like 2 years since I've looked at this cringy website. Let's take a look at some of my old artwork. Hello everyone, my name is Scomicmaker. So recently I've been seeing a lot of people looking at their old art on DeviantArt, checking out all the cringy artwork that they've made in the past decade. And I know I'm a little bit behind on the bandwagon, but I thought it would be fun to take a look at something that is at least 10 years or older. Now, I have had my DeviantArt since I was maybe 13 years old, which would have made it like 2003 or something crazy like that. So that is the reason why my name is Fred Weasley. If you've been around long enough, you already know that. But if you're new here, yes, I was a big Harry Potter nerd, and I have not changed this name, although you would think that, considering my YouTube and all that stuff, I would have changed it to as Scomicmaker or made it as Scomicmaker 1, but no, because I am not good at keeping up with stuff like this anymore. I haven't kept up with this DeviantArt in forever. Let's take a look at my gallery. Now, obviously, the last things that I posted on this website are all Undertale related. In fact, this one, I believe I posted, January 4th of 2018, and I have not posted or been active on this website since then. As I got older, a lot of the stuff that I posted, I was just very factual, what it was made of, maybe a little description about it, but I remember back in the day being a cringy anime weeb. Now I'm just an adult anime weeb, but you know. Back in the day, I know that I have cringy characters and stuff, so let's see what I have way back in the past and see what we've got to work with for this video. We've got old college stuff, lots of anime things, and some old OCs of mine making comics online and all that good stuff. Alright, here we go. Ooh. Now I say I'm not much of a digital artist, but I did poke around with digital art back in the day. So you'll see periodically some stuff in here that I did with digital art. It wasn't much, but I was absolutely terrible at it. Oh, here we go. Now, I've drawn this one before on my channel. I'll leave a iCard up in the corner for it if you'd like to watch that. But I did the Draw This Again challenge with this particular drawing. This is a character of mine from forever ago. See, November 10th, 2004. Her name is Tess, hence the T on her hat. At the time, I was super into wanting to make a story about a princess character. So she was a princess, and she had a bodyguard that helped her. Oh my god. Yep, here it is. Her name was Princess Tess, because obviously Tess sounds like a very royal name. And the story was called Vixen. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. But my main character, Tess, for a while, I wanted to make her. It's a little bit cut off on this, but this is her. Ugh, I wanted to make her a fox girl. Because I thought that would be a great idea. I don't know what this loser symbol was for either, but it's actually not that bad. I did this October 27th, 2004, so I was 14 at the time, so it's not too bad for 14. Can't believe I'm gonna do this, but let's take a closer look. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I know back when I was first starting digital art, I did not use layers, so I did the line art for this. Actually, I take it back. I think I did a separate layer to outline this, and then I just bucket filled the color in, and then started doing the highlights in her hair, and then used the blend tool to try to, I don't know, make it blend together more. Same thing with like in the ears, and of course because of that, smudging up all the line art and making it look all fuzzy and weird. Oh yeah, check out that nick. That fuzz and that nick. And then all the colors coming out from the line art. I don't know. What in the world was I doing? I have no idea. I endured the dude. What happened? And now I haven't looked at this in a while, but I know it's here because I used to make my descriptions like this. While I work on drawing this piece, let's read the description of this picture. The world, I would like you to meet Tess. And Tess, I like how her name's not capitalized. I would like you to meet the world. How dramatic. Tess. Oh no. Oh, it's just as bad as I thought. Bows. Nice to meet you. Blushes. If I had been 14 now, there probably would have been like in a woo right here. Me. Good job, Tess. It's okay. These people are nice. Tess. I think I'll go cuddle with Adrian now. Adrian was her knight bodyguard guy, and they were obviously the love interest. Adrian is another character in my story that you will all meet soon, which I don't think I ever posted him on this website, so there goes that. Mwahahaha! Because I said that. Wow, there's so much to say about her. This is my main character for my story Vixen, hence the fox ears. I've been working on this story for a long time now, explaining the long time of absence from DA, which obviously this must have been a common thing. I hope you like her. I whipped I must have meant to say I whipped it up today, and I love the way it turned out. By far, it's the best Photoshop work I've done, in my opinion. The sexy and lovable Adrian is coming up soon. You just wait, guys. It's 15 years in the making, but oh boy, he'll get here. I tried to do leaves in the background, but the comp won't load up the picky. I'll try to do it soon. God, let's just get into the drawing. When I started this drawing, I was unsure if I wanted to just copy the same pose or if I wanted to take the character and draw something really dynamic. But I thought for the sake of the side-by-side comparison, I would draw it pretty similar with maybe some small adjustments. It might not be the best representation of my growth as an artist in the past 15 years, but I think it will at least show how I approach a piece more now. For those of you who have watched my channel since the very beginning, you know that I was pretty much all traditional art. That has changed a lot for me in the past 2 years as I've worked at getting more comfortable with digital art. What's funny is, it's actually difficult for me now sometimes to sit down with a pencil and sketch because it is so much easier to adjust your sketches digitally. But I think coloring is still where I struggle. I feel so much more confident laying down markers or paint than I do when coloring digitally. For this character, Tess, I want to say that I have all this amazing cringy backstory that I can share with you, but honestly, I don't. I have some of the story written down in a journal in a storage bin in my closet somewhere, but there really isn't much there. It was just a story about a girl who gets cursed with fox ears and a tail and runs away from her destroyed kingdom with the help of her bodyguard. From there, it would have been an adventure about her getting stronger, taking back her kingdom, and falling in love with her protector. Think Yona of the Dawn, but nowhere ever as good as that. Plus, I have absolutely none of that written or any ideas for it. I changed her outfit and pose just a little bit. Instead of giving her a pink tank top, I turned it into a thin strapped halter top and adjusted her pose a little bit since I didn't want her facing directly because I thought it would be more boring that way. She is still doing her silly loser pose for reasons that are still unknown, but I gave her more of a playful expression, give her the sense that she's joking around so you don't think she's just being a total cold-hearted biatch. I also changed the look of her ears and actually added the tail, which I remember forgetting to draw it when I was 14. Then I spent all this time coloring the line art for this piece, only to realize after that, I think I just like the black line art better. Thick black line art is my jam. I really wanted to do this challenge back in January to kick off a new year and to celebrate the decade with everyone when everyone was doing this challenge and to also celebrate the second birthday of this channel. By this Scomicmaker, that has well since passed. I don't know if you've seen a calendar recently, but it's March now. Well, Banana Man, as you and all of our viewers know, I've had a family situation that I've had to take care of. If you need to be filled in, check out my previous update dance video that I'll link in the description. I'm hoping that by starting simple, I'll be able to slowly get back in the groove of making videos like normal again, and maybe throw some graphic novel reviews back in there too. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. Plus, when you're gone, I'm gone, and well, my people need me. Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what they need. You're darn right they do! Sure. Well, I think they need me. I'm full of potassium and I make great jokes and I wear a cute hat. I think everyone. Anyway, that's it for me this week, guys. What do you think of how this one came out? I think I've made some improvements in the past 15 years since the original drawing. As always, videos like this are possible because of my amazing patrons. Thank you guys seriously for sticking around as long as you have. And also to people like you who like, comment, and share my videos. I appreciate you all stopping by and being so patient with me the last few months. And I hope that we can draw together again soon. Bye guys. Hello everyone, my name is Scomicmaker. In today's video, we'll be doing a challenge. During one of our streams, I asked my husband, Tony,
Hello.
if he could pick a couple characters for me to draw. But the catch is that I have no idea what I'm drawing, and I'm only drawing what is described to me. It gets weird. So let's see what happens.
Shall we do something simple? Let's say I put in the water.
Sure. Dip the toes in.
Dip your toes. Okay, let's do this. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this challenge?
I'm ready.
I don't think you're ready.
Okay.
'Cause I don't think I'm ready.
Alright.
Go ahead and why don't you draw yourself an oval-shaped body. Draw it right in the middle.
Oval-shaped body.
Now, on that oval-shaped body, you're going to draw two lines. Like you're going to draw an incomplete rectangle on the top left-hand side and the top right-hand side. Every corner. Like have the attached touching the going diagonal.
Diagonal.
Going
Okay.
diagonal, and I want you to make it long.
Okay. So all four corners. Okay.
Yeah. You're doing good. You're gonna draw two ovals where on the bottom, on the very bottom, you're gonna draw tiny little ovals.
Little ovals.
These little ovals. Now go ahead and draw a line straight in the middle of the oval.
Oh, horizontal.
Horizontal, sorry.
That's fine. I have no idea what this is.
So now you're going to draw upside down triangle in the inside of the oval body.
Inside.
Yes, inside of the oval body. Like you want to start on the top of the inside. Yep. Okay. I want you to draw a smaller triangle like what you did, but higher. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Great.
We gotta be good and not say like that's good.
Okay.
Don't say
Okay, I won't.
anything.
I'm sorry.
It looks like a bug or
Yeah.
like a pill. I don't know what
Now,
this is.
I want you to give it a tiny neck, very short.
A neck, but where? I don't know
On
where
top
the.
of the triangle.
On
the
top.
triangle,
Oh, okay.
put a tiny
Alright.
neck. I want you to draw me a bigger oval.
A big.
No, not a bigger. Sorry, like half the size of the oval that you made the body.
All right.
in that smaller oval, I want you to draw in the middle of the oval like a W that connects.
I don't know what this is. I think it's a person. Like
Okay.
it looks like a person.
Above the W, like at the inside, at the top, I want you to draw another upside down triangle. Below the W, give me like a wide boomerang that fits inside of the oval. And make the boomerang like go down.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah?
Keep going.
Sure, keep going? Okay.
Yeah.
I want you to draw 3 lines in that moon that you drew.
I think I know what this is.
Now I want you to draw just a little above the point of the W. I want you to draw 2 half circles. The spear part is going upwards. It's going on top. And then after that, I want you to draw 2 dots in it. Right?
Oh, no.
And now,
Okay.
starting from above the oval head,
Mm-hmm.
go a little high. I want you to draw a big triangle. I want you to go start from the top, and I want it to be behind the oval, the small oval.
Okay. I thought this was something else. Now it's not what I thought it is at all. But I think I know what it is now. Yeah, that tells me exactly what it is. Okay.
Okay. Now in the middle
Of those rectangles.
those rectangles, I want you to draw diamonds.
Okay.
Now in the
This is terrible.
all right, in between the big and the small, right? A little space. I want you to draw a triangle. Instead of going down, I want to go up. Okay, and then draw at the ends of the top rectangles like 2 sideways oval. Okay.
Now, do I guess who this is?
Yeah.
This is Paradigm. Now, at first, okay. No.
Oh,
Alright,
she's
so
an egg.
do you know who I first thought of? Who I thought it was at first? I thought it was Strong Bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been.
But then as soon as you had me put the triangle on top of the head, it looks like
that's why
that.
I didn't start off at the top because it would have been way too obvious.
Wow, I totally got the position of the mouth off.
No, it's okay.
You said like a moon.
No, that's why I said a boomerang. I wanted you to think, you know how like the boomerang arches down. And
Yeah.
Bad description. It's like describing stuff is gonna kill me right now. Okay. So you're going to be drawing a square-shaped head, but instead of having like the sharp corners,
It'll be rounded off.
Okay. Right below that head, if you're going to draw a rectangle body, but the top of the rectangle where you're connecting to the head is going to be rounded off, but the bottom is going to be pointy.
Okay. Is it smaller than the head or wider than the head?
It's smaller than the head. Actually, it's shorter than the head.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Oh no. Okay, hold on.
Below that rectangle, I want you to draw legs like cylinder. They're going to be a little short. They're going to be like half the length of the body.
Oh no, it's getting
You're
shorter.
going to have it close. Where the right side of that cylinder is in front of the left leg. The character almost has it like their feet are like pulled in together. So go ahead and draw me hoop-shaped feet. Okay?
I think I got that.
Okay.
Alright.
Now, their right, I want you to draw an arm that's going behind the head. It looks like they're putting their hand up.
Is it kind of like a bent cylinder?
Nope, it's going straight up.
Oh,
They
okay.
have it raised up high in the air. And at the end of it, I want you to draw a hand with 4 fingers. Well, with the hand open.
Okay.
I want you to draw a line between the wrist and the arm so that it looks like they're wearing.
Gloves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, on the other side, to the left arm, I want you to have it down like it's on the side of the body.
Just resting.
Just resting with the hand balled up in the wrist. Okay, now, once you have this character to have 2 small black oval eyes in the middle, like how you would draw. If you were to start drawing the face, I want the inside of the eye all black, filled in.
Okay.
I want you to give the character a button nose, like a tiny button nose, and draw like an upside down triangle smile. Now, above the eyes, draw like a long view that goes above the eyes, like something's over it. No, upside down eye. Oh, upside down you, sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Get rid of that. Alright, above its head, I want you to draw like it has like another half a head.
A half a head?
Yeah, half a head. I wanted you to draw like another half a head, make it taller.
Oh no. Okay.
And now on the side of that half a head, I want you to draw like little flaps that goes over the character's ear.
Looks like a monkey now.
Okay. And now in the middle of the outfit that they're wearing, from the neck from its chin, I guess, to the body, I want you to draw a teardrop shaped zipper. And then draw a circle in that teardrop. That is it.
I have no idea what this is. I have no. Wait, let's make them bigger. I have no idea what this is.
Okay. You didn't draw the way I wanted you on the sides, alright? They're not, I said they're not ears. Little ovals that are covering the sides, like it's covering the.
That still does not help.
No?
I don't know what this is.
It's called Flicker Rabbit.
Are you ready for your head?
I'm ready.
Only you'll know.
Uh-huh.
It's your Lord Dark Savior.
Oh my god, it's Froyo! Oh my god! I had no idea!
Oh my god.
Alright, next.
The way I describe stuff makes me embarrassed. Let's do this. you're gonna be drawing a body. You're gonna be drawing a circle, but not like a perfect circle. Have the body like leaning to the right a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. Now to
It's a
the
potato.
top left of where you're looking. I want you to draw an oval. This is the head. A little above the top left of the body. You're gonna overlap the body with this head. And you're going to erase the inside line.
Okay.
To the right of the head where it meets the body, that corner, I want you to go above that corner. So you're touching a little bit above the head.
Okay.
I want you to draw a line that's going like back and forth. It goes in and out.
Is it going over the body? Like, where's the
Yes, it's going over the body. You're drawing it over the body. Now, on the right hand side of the line, I want you to draw 3 circles. One, I want a circle to be drawn on the line to the right of the line. Where
Like
it's
touching it?
Like touching it, like it's missing a part of it. You're going to draw a circle that touches it. Below that circle, you're going to draw in the middle, so you see a full oval at the bottom. This is the back, by the way. Yeah. And then to the top right of the full circle, you're going to draw a cutoff circle. You're going to be drawing the arms. You're going to be drawing tiny little U's, tiny little arms that goes over. Remember that first circle that you drew? I want you to draw a tiny little arm that's like a V shape, where at the end it's not sharp, it's round. I want you to draw it over the circle, and I want you to erase the inside of the arm so that nothing is blocking.
I'm lost on that one.
Okay.
Okay. I know where you're talking about. I know that you're talking about the circle on the top left.
Yes, the circle on the top left.
Okay. Am I touching this line?
Yes, you're going over it. You're literally drawing this arm over that circle, like a little V.
Yeah, but is it like going towards? Is it going towards?
It's going outwards. Like the arms is going out. It's like the arm is putting the arm down in the air, kind of thing. They have short, little nub arms.
Judging by your silence, I'm guessing that's wrong. I'm gonna back that up and try again.
You're not supposed to.
You said arms in the air.
Okay.
You said V.
Really? Okay. I want you to think. This is a really sharp arm. The arm starts off. Okay. So where the top left-hand circle is, right? On the bottom left of that black circle, I want you to draw a tiny V that that you're gonna start on the inside of the body, and you're gonna draw the V until it's like in the middle of that black circle. And you pull it back in. It is a tiny, tiny arm. Moving on. On the other side of the body, right? We're gonna draw a tiny little nub. You're gonna draw a V shape. It's pointing, it's going to the left now. A tiny little V shape that's touching the body. Draw a complete. Yeah, this hurts me so much. You're gonna draw the same. You're gonna draw its legs the same way at the very bottom. Little tiny U's that touches the body. U shape. That is not a U. It's a complete U. Think of a triangle. Think of a triangle that's pointing downward. Now the point is round. Do not. On top of its head, you're drawing ears. They're like animal ears. You're gonna draw upside down bees on it that connects to the body. Look to the end.
I know who this is.
Let's draw 2 circles. This is the eye. You're gonna draw the wide part of the eye. Let's draw a 3 now. Now in that 3 mouth, draw you. That connects to the 3.
Yeah.
What? Who is it?
It's Kevin.
Yes!
Oh no! I killed my.
What is that?
I don't know.
What is that? This is you? Are you that good?
You said idea, okay?
Alright,
Discover new music every Friday with YouTube Music's release playlist.
Next one.
Okay. I need to mentally prepare myself. Alright. Remember how you drew... I'm gonna cheat a little. Remember how you drew Pocoyo's head? I want you to do the same thing.
With 2 cheeks sticking out?
Yep. Okay. This character's body is very small. It's like they're a chibi. Go ahead and draw their body and arms and legs as if like they have like a nub arm and a nub feet kind of thing. Have it where the character's right arm is sticking out like they're waving, and have the other arm sticking out like they're extending it out.
Okay.
Alright. The character is wearing a short-sleeved, buttoned-up shirt with where there's an opening, so it's like a V that shows a V towards their neck. I feel like this is cheating because I should be describing shapes, right? So I shouldn't identify what bottom they're wearing.
You can say like they're wearing shorts or they're wearing pants.
This character's wearing a sport,
Okay.
so like a square. I want you to draw like a really short.
SpongeBob.
Yeah. And then go ahead and give it that nubby legs where one leg is coming up and they're walking towards you and they're running towards you. Go ahead and draw their eyes. Draw like 2 oval eyes.
How big are these eyes?
Not that big.
Like Pocoyo size?
Yeah. For their eyebrows, I want you to draw it where it looks like the eyebrow is going over the eye a little bit. They look a little tired. Where the eyes like it's as if the eyebrows are like. Does that make sense?
Okay.
In the inside of the egg, you're going to draw a white oval that's the
Amori? Okay. From my eyes, I can instantly think it's Amori, or it's just one of the Amori characters.
So on one side, I want you to draw
I'm just confused.
at a diagonal angle outward. You're going to draw a leaf with like one stem? Not stem. Like it's parting one way. Yeah. And then do the same to the other. Now go ahead and draw them a ponytail where you can see the headband on the very top of their head. You can see a band, and then just draw an hourglass.
Okay, I'm
Ponytail. It's not long.
now I'm sure
On the very
it's a
top of
Amori
it.
character.
Like at the very top of the head, like the middle of the
It
head.
might be Amori, Aubrey, or Mari. I don't
Like a
even...
bump? Like a bun?
Okay, never mind. It's not Amori from a bun.
Yeah, I have the hairband, which is this thing.
Yeah, at the top of the head. The top of the head. On top of the head. You got the back. Keep drawing the back of the head. The top of the head.
Okay.
Just draw a ponytail.
It's so mean.
On top of the head. You see a slight headband on top of the head. Where she's looking. I want you to draw a tiny rectangle. And the middle, on top of her head, on top of that drawing, I want you to draw a tiny rectangle. That is the hairband. And then you're gonna draw. You hate me so much.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best.
On top of that head, just draw a ponytail from a top perspective that goes up. You know?
Like
Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Give the character tiny little blushing cheeks to the left, is to the outwards of the eyes, to the left of the eyes. Yep. And you're gonna give a little black nose, a triangle black nose in the middle. And give the character a big, wide, smiling face with a single tooth showing. And now, I want you to give this character really floppy ears. Like long, floppy ears. They also have
Isabel, now I know that it's Isabel from Animal Crossing.
Triangle.
Like a foxtail. Give it like a foxtail. A short foxtail. A small foxtail. Draw a tiny shirt pocket and on there put a leaf.
I know who it is.
Who is it?
It's Isabel.
It sure is. Let me see if it's true. Why did you keep drawing the ponytail at the back? Behind? Like I said,
Because that's where if I draw a ponytail, I usually will draw it there. Okay, okay.
This
listen
is not
to me.
how you usually
Listen,
talk. It's
listen.
what I'm telling you to do.
Listen.
I'm the top of the
Listen. I thought that that's where you were saying it started. So for me, like, any girl that wears a ponytail doesn't wear it on the very top of their head. So
You
I
are
didn't
absolutely
know.
right.
I didn't know.
You use logic. It's something that I have to describe to you, no matter how ridiculous it seems.
I'm trying. Alright, Tony, you ready for more torture?
Yeah.
Oh, my 11.
I want you to draw. Remember Pocoyo's head? That's so cheating. But I want you to draw that same head, but I want you to have the cheeks like even wider.
Okay.
Okay.
Like a submarine.
Yes. Now, in
I can't keep track with the colors.
a circle. Now, on the outside of that circle, I want you to draw another circle. Now, on the
What the hell am I doing?
left, on the side, I want you to draw a half circle that connects us at the
Okay.
on the inside.
Oh, okay.
Now, I want you
It
to
looks
draw.
like a face that's going.
I want now to the left. I want you
This
to
is
draw
so painful.
a hand that's pinching down.
You know what?
Thumb
I'm
out.
just not
Draw
gonna
it as
do
if it's
that.
pinching out, so the thumb is on top and it's pinching down.
This is taking
Don't let it touch
forever.
the drawing. Alright, now you're gonna draw the ears. It's gonna be below the eyes and it's gonna be outward. I want you to draw like a 3 here. Draw like a number 3. Now I want you to draw as if the hand is holding a stick. And I want you to go straight into the small circle.
What is happening? What is happening? Oh my god, I know what this is! What is this? Why would you have me draw that?
Because it's iconic. Okay, you ready? For this character, I want you to draw the head first.
Okay.
The head's gonna be leaning, the face is looking at the viewer, but the body is turned towards the left. This character has a wide frame. They have a big neck. Their neck extends out and they have a bulky back. They have a very chiseled face. Draw the arm big, like muscle.
You gave me a muscle character as the last one?
Yeah.
Tony! You know how I am about muscles.
I believe in you. So in that position, draw like a firm chest. We got command chest, pump chest. Draw a line with a tiny little circle pendant. Doesn't have to be that big. Around their neck. Okay.
Is this like a macho humanoid Scooby-Doo? I'm just kidding. Anyway.
Draw the eyes. They're pretty small eyes. They're small eyes, but they're not cartoony. Go ahead and draw as if like you would draw a person in a profile shot. Nose is pretty wide, a little big for a person. Have it like flared out.
I don't know how to draw a man.
Have the eyes looking straight at the viewer, and then draw them with nice thick eyebrows.
Angry? Like, what's the expression?
I want you to draw like a smirk.
But what's the eyebrows? What are they doing?
The eyebrows they're not doing anything. They're not. It's just. It's as if he's relaxed. Like he has they have a thick eyebrow. Just right over. He has a big underlip and draw a tiny little skull patch. And he has this couple.
Is this like macho Tony?
Yes. Yes. You will figure that out. Now go ahead and you're gonna be drawing a hat. And the hat goes over the top of his ear. So draw a line going over the eyebrow. So draw a line going over the eyebrows and going over the ear. Give me your best pattern. Do like an X and O pattern.
On the
top
hat?
of it. On the head. Like have it like going down. Think of a pattern like X O X O.
I know what this is. You monster! I know what this is!
Keep drawing.
No! No, I don't want
That's actually a bandana, so it's a little tied up in the back. So you can
Yeah, I know. I hate this.
Anyways, that's it. Well, who is he?
I don't know what his name is from that stupid meme where he dances.
Ricardo.
Why? No, I gotta say, for not having reference, I didn't do bad.
You didn't do bad. That's a good note to end it on. Ain't that right? That's Scomicmaker.
Well, that was crazy, but also super fun. If you enjoyed watching this and want to see me try other challenges, leave suggestions in the comments below. And if you want to see the full stream, which had some other drawings that we had to try out, I mean, I heard really
We stand in defiance. We the makers, we the groundbreakers. We defy what logic says we should look like, sound like, be like. Because to create the future, we must defy the logic of the past. We.
What do you get when you take 3 emojis and smash them together? Well, let's find out. Hello, hi, and hey to you all. This week I'll be trying out a challenge which I've been seeing a lot across Instagram and YouTube the last couple years. That challenge is the 3 emoji challenge. I was honestly super inspired by Mando Teresia's video. Teresia, I hope I didn't butcher your name. But if you don't know her, she's an incredible digital artist and just an overall awesome elf lady who runs her art hive with elegance and grace. If you'd like to see her challenge, I'll leave a link to her video in the description. Funny enough, in the second drawing, I also got an alien like her, so we shall see what I do with that soon. Firstly, I tried going into a random emoji generator, which I'll link below as well if you're interested, and I played around with different ideas. For some reason, I kept getting this skylift thing and either a police officer or a police car, but there were always either multiple expressions or like the police car with a skylift or something like that, and I just didn't quite know if I wanted to draw a whole scene. I really wanted to try and take the 3 emojis I got and combine them into one character, so I decided to do that. Those who have seen my random generator videos, you know that I try to challenge myself by sticking with what RNGesus gives me. But for this challenge, with combining 3 ideas, I wanted to try to make something that I knew would work. So for my first 3 emojis, I got an elephant, a music note, and a crying emoji. I don't normally draw sad images, so I thought this one would be a good one to take a crack at. Originally, I was thinking of drawing like an elephant anthro person thingy, but I wasn't quite sure how I would execute that, so I decided to try to bring elements of each emoji into my character. So obviously, first things first, I needed a crying character. I went with a girl because drawing the ladies is always fun, but also I